as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to defy the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And there's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. And now the running back's got it again. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Now that's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the third down conversion.
And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. Well, hand it off. Here's the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but, man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Tar Heels looking to keep this drive moving.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And the Tar Heels churn out another first down. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Miles. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, the pass is picked off. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it second and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll run it to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Point after, knocked right through. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Toss play to the outside. Tackle, but first down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Now it's second down here. Takes the handoff. It's Nelson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Tar Heels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking downfield, it's Miles. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They'll run the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Second and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Miles. Short throw complete to the tight end. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking downfield. It's Wells. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense hungry to convert here in 3rd down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. The back's got it. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they add to the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
North Carolina, 0.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to begin the second half.
Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to pass. It's Wells. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Nelson. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Running play called on 3rd and short. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass this time. The sure hands. It's Sullivan. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play. A completion makes it 2nd and short.
Quarterback gets downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a run to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down and goal upcoming. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Touchdown, Longhorns. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Texas. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And the Tar Heels come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Punt over the middle. It's Sullivan. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Finds an open target on the left side. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the play. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with 1st and goal. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal for the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone.
Get set, get set. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 38, North Carolina 0. Okay, break. 3:25.
Scanning the field, it's Miles. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. The field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. He hands it off from the gun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The shotgun running play call. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Yankee blue. Clear.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Runs through the defender. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Catch made on the left side. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Lasso.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Gain of 4. Now, 4th down.
The Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. And it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Sullivan. Tackle made after a big gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
That's caught. It's Nelson.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking to throw again. Off target and incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. To the air, it's Miles, bringing pressure. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here.
Jackrabbit.
And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
And the Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Slab. Ready?
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Second down, looking to throw it. And that one is over everyone's head, beyond the end zone and incomplete. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt.
Go! Go! Dino! Dino! Flex! Flex! Flex!
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
That makes the score. Texas, 38.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Offense moving to a bunch formation. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
325. Razor.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Wells. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Third down coming up.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long.
Gaucho. Griffin.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, and he'll take a sack on the final play of the game, but they walk out with the W. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.